It takes about 3 or 4 minutes to fill the average gas tank. Plenty of time for a quick yoga practice. Hi everyone, it's Genene, and today we have 5 yoga poses that you can do while you're pumping gas. This is part of our Yoga on the Go series, which means you don't need to change your clothes. These are poses that you can do anytime, anywhere. So let's get started. Number 1 is moving Utkatasana, or moving chair pose. Knees are bent and behind the toes. Arms and chest are lifted and heels are down. What you do, you can be in street clothes, remember. Feet are going to be hip bone width apart. So see, hip bone width apart. And then you move with the breath. Inhale, either you could start with your arms out in front, bend your knees, and then exhale, arms by your side, stand up. Maybe the next time you inhale and bring your arms overhead, and exhale, come back to center. Keep moving just like this. You're going to do this for 30 seconds and see, can you get lower than the gas pump? Inhale, exhale, stand up. This requires a lot of things. Strong glutes, also strong legs and a strong pelvic floor. And then after 30 seconds, you can join your legs together if this is okay for you, or keep your legs apart and do again. Another 30 seconds. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So your chest stays lifted and you can play around with this. How far can you go? If you get bored with this, you bow forwards, pull the belly off of the thighs though, and go like that, and then go back to lifted. See how that feels? If that's too intense, you keep your arms by your sides and try this. You know, maybe you don't go as far, but you're still feeling like you're getting an aerobic workout and strengthening your glutes and your core muscles and getting a little energized. Number 2, we're adding on to that chair pose, and this time it's Pravrita Utkatasana, which means it's a revolving chair pose. So we're going to be twisting and moving. For this twist, focus on keeping your knees in line with one another and turning from your torso. You either start with your legs together or hip bone width apart, whichever is best for you. You can keep your hands in front of your heart the whole time, or you can bring your arms overhead, make it a little more challenging. Your choice. Inhale, hands in prayer. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center, or arms overhead. Inhale and exhale, hands come down into prayer. Exhale, twist, and inhale, center. Your elbow may come to the outside of the leg as you twist. It may not get anywhere close. You're just feeling the rotation of the trunk as the hips stay pretty much forward as you're doing that. And you're going to do that for 30 seconds. Then you can move on to number 3. Number 3, you get to use your car for balance if you need balance. And we're going to go into a high lunge and then knee up. I'll show you. So step your right leg back into a high lunge. This left knee bends 90 degrees. You can keep that back leg bent a little bit if you need to, or straighten it. And then as you inhale, you bring your knee up into the air, and then exhale, down and back, and then inhale up, and exhale, and inhale. And you just do that 3 times. And then you would come to the other side. And it's this inside leg that's going to move. And you step the leg back on an exhale. On an inhale, knee comes up. You could vary this if you want it more challenging. Here's what you do. No hands, first of all. Number 2 would be arms overhead. So step your, on this side it would be left leg back, arms overhead. And as you exhale, keep the arms lifted and lift the knee. And then back and up, just like that. Or take the leg back. If that's too challenging, you need the in-between one. It would be arms overhead with the leg back. But when you bring the leg forward, you can bring the arms down like that. You might find that a little easier. 3 times on that side, and then move on to number 4. Standing balance. Tree pose, Vrksasana pose. Stand on your right leg. You can grab a hold of the car again with your right hand, and then you slide this left leg up the inner right leg somewhere as high as you can, whatever you can do. And you're going to hang out here for 30 seconds, and then you could challenge your balance more by not holding on to anything, if that's okay for you. And then you can, every once in a while, turn your head towards the gas pump and check on the progress of your pumping gas. And then after 30 seconds, you go to the other side. Find your balance first, then lift the leg. It's easier if you find something that's not moving and stare it down. Want to challenge yourself? Turn your head. When you watch the spinning numbers, as you watch the progress of how your gas is pumping, that's harder to balance. So you're challenging yourself. And then you set the leg down, come into Tadasana, mountain pose for 1 breath, before going on to number 5. Malasana garland pose, squat, not the bind, heels down, squeeze those legs in, lift the chest up. You could face the car at this point, so you have something to hold on to if you need it for balance. We're going to hold this one instead of moving. So keep your heels on the ground. And how far away are your legs? Well, you want it super hard. Bring your legs all the way together. You got to keep your heels on the ground. So you might try taking your feet parallel but wider than hips. If your legs are just flabby and not doing anything, this is going to be impossible. So the lower legs draw in, inner thighs back and apart, and pelvic floor lifted, and then see if that's not a little easier. So you're down here, you hold for 30 seconds, and then you come up. And there you have it. Which one was your favorite? Which one was the most challenging? Let me know in the comments below. If you want more yoga poses like this, check out my yoga outside the car video, because I literally did poses while outside of a car. And join us next time where we have 5 yoga poses that you can do while you're outside the car wash. Thanks for joining me. I look forward to seeing you again next time. Namaste.